everybody! Thank you so much for your patience. We are coming to you live via the virtual webs and internets. I'm Rick Horner. Welcome to the virtual Vintage Improv Festival. I would love it if you would start to give us some suggestions in the chat. I think it's a Q&A. I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. And start to think about locations and relationships and words that you'd like to hear us say and all kinds of other great stuff. Welcome. This is a lovely group of curated troupe folks that, again, over the course of the last, 300 years, it seems like, but it's probably in the last like half hour or so, have been super patient while we got all things organized, and we're coming to you with made up stuff. So I met these lovely people on Friday, and over the course of just 6 hours together, we have done some really super cool, amazing things that we are going to toss at you. So as a warm-up game for us, you'll get to meet everybody at the end. We're going to play a game that's called World's Worst. We've kind of tweaked it just a little tiny bit, that this will be World's Worst or World's Best. We put them both in there, right? Because there could be a World's Best, so we don't want to exclude that. But so in World's Worst, we'd love it if you could give us a suggestion that we can start to get started with. Lovely, I see some suggestions in there already. Let's take the suggestion of the World's Worst former lovers.
Oh!
I'll be over again at 10.
I'll never forget you. What was your name again?
I'm still doing therapy about you.
I love that both came out at the same time. I'm pregnant and I'm doing therapy with you. That's great. It happens. Yeah, Lee.
We're both pregnant.
Great. We'll take another suggestion to see, unless somebody has a World's Best version of former lovers. Yeah.
No, you take the kids. No, you take the kids. No, you take them.
Great. Love it. How about the World's Worst veterinarian?
Now, what is this?
I'm keeping your dog now.
I neutered your stud dog successfully.
I really don't.
Nice.
I really don't know what that green stuff is on your dog's ass.
I neutered your husband successfully.
Nice.
I collect mice, and they now are going to live with you.
Nice.
I'm in love with your dog. No, I mean, really in love with your dog, and she's not going home with you.
Taxidermy is my second hobby.
Ooh, good one.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You're both pregnant.
We're trying. The puppies. You keep the puppies.
I saved your cat's brain. Do you want it?
Before I give you the results of the surgery, here's a card of a good pet cemetery you might want to look into.
I cremated your pet, but I didn't realize it wasn't dead yet.
Ew!
Oh, that's rough.
That's hilarious.
So for your cryogenics, your dog's head will be right next to Walt Disney.
How about a World's Best?
Well, I have a question though, Rick. When Pat said that I neutered your husband, I didn't know if that was maybe a World's Best.
That might be the World's Best. Yeah, I'd vote for that. Can we get a vote for that as the World's Best?
No.
Yeah, we would vote for that. You know who I think was trying to get in that didn't was Pat B. Pat, did you have one that you wanted to try to get in that you weren't able to get in? Am I wrong? Am I right?
Yes, we're removing your gerbil from the exotic reptiles.
Nice. Nice. Great. Give yourself some love.
Oh.
Give yourself some love. That's world's worst. That's a great way to start off, get a little bit of energy going. I'd love it if you would, everybody would turn their cameras off, because our next game is going to be a two-person game. It's the lovely game of Alphabet. And so I introduced to you this group of lovely people. We are the Cosmic Fish Tacos, and our first two-person game that'll get you just a little, you know, we were skimming the top at first. Now we're, you know, fishing a little bit deeper. Is the Alphabet game, and the Alphabet game works where each successive letter of the alphabet will continue the scene, and so on and so on and so on. But we might make some little tweaks to that. You know, it's a fair game. We can do what we want. To play this game, I'd love Pat C. and I'd love Brian to come to the virtual stage. I'm going to go away, but before I do, I'm going to get a suggestion to help get you started in the alphabet. And I'm going to go to the oldest, I think, suggestion, and the letter I see there is the letter P. So I would love it if you start with the letter P, and let's see if we can get you a, does anybody want to give us a relationship? I see priest and nun. That's a relationship. Let that affect you. Maybe it's not exactly a priest and nun, but priest and nun. Play with that. Have fun. It's great. You'll love it.
Padre, I want to get out of this habit.
Quick, pull the hat off your head.
Really? I can?
So now we have to take a picture of you and send it out.
Like this?
Too bad you're not photogenic.
Ugly. I'm just ugly.
Very bad to say that because you know I love you.
Well, you're supposed to say that. You're the Padre.
Xerox. Put your face on the Xerox.
Yeah, I just don't think this is working.
Zounds! I see a painting on your face.
A painting?
But if you turn the other way, it's like your face is split in half.
Couldn't that be dangerous if my face gets split in half?
Don't talk bad about it. We can make a lot of money with this.
Enough about money. We're supposed to be serving God.
Fine. Put your hat on and we'll get back to work.
Great. We're the orphans.
How in the hell, oops, are we ever supposed to make money to retire?
I don't know. I
Just
guess we go to heaven.
Just give me one of those good back massages.
Kissing your back would be fun.
Look, I got a pimple in the middle.
My hands are greasy, but I'll try to pop it.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, purple. That's a weird color to come out of a pimple.
Purple is my color.
Quit. You're just trying to flatter me.
Right. So, what are we going to have for dinner?
Sandwiches.
On toast. Toast.
Unless you want something different.
Vice. Let's go to the bar.
Well, I could take the habit off again.
Yes. So good. You can break that habit. Yeah. Everyone come back up. Give them some love. That's amazing.
Thanks, Brian.
Woo.
Thanks, Rick.
Great scene. Yes. Amazing. Amazing. Love it. Let's keep the love rolling. So the next game is a game that I call Ding. In Ding, I'll have a little dinner bell, and I'll have just a few players. So again, I'd love for you, now that you gave some love, to go back away, and I'll call you back in a little bit later. Don't go too far. But for Ding, I'd love Francine and Bob, who are already here, to take the stage. And the way Ding works is I'm going to ring a little bell. It's hopefully not too loud. I'm going to hold it like over here. Is that like deafening? Yeah, it is.
No.
Sorry, it's the way it is. And when I ring the bell, I'd love it if either Francine or Bob changes the last thing that they said or the last thing that they did. So they'll have to try to figure it out, what thing I'm dinging for them. And we'd love to get them started with some more suggestions. I think that this was for something else, but I'm going to take from Michelle the suggestion of worst organic farmer. I know that's probably for the world's worst, but I love that as a suggestion. So worst organic farmer. Great, I love it.
Dobie, I have been using the chemicals. Well, oh no, I said the wrong word. I have been using the organic pepper and salt on the vegetables, and it's all gone. We need to go down into town and get some more.
Well, no, Wendy, no, we don't need some more. Look what you did with all the chemicals.
What?
You turned our whole damn farm into a swamp.
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't notice, Dobie. I was hoping that, the little gnomes would come and like regrow everything. I was hoping that, that I would have better chemicals and everything would grow back.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd have better chemicals too, God darn it. Now,
I'll see what's in here. This came out of the barn.
Oh, good, yeah, spray it all, sprinkle it, spray it, whatever. Shoot it out onto the swamp now. Look, get a plane and fly over top of the farm with whatever you got in that cup.
What about a model plane?
I don't care. Model plane, real plane, paper plane. Just get it back on to the farm.
Dobie, I need you to do it because Dobie, I need to milk the cows.
I'll milk the cows. I'll milk them. They like me better than they like you anyway. I'll milk the cows. I'll milk them. They love it when I milk them because I play music for them.
All right. Well, I'll just get on Mildred, my horse, and
get down to the airport. Get down to the airport on the horse and get me a crop duster.
Yeah, okay. Fetch me a crop duster. Who's never said that sentence before? Love it. Great job, Francine and Bob. You kidding me? It was awesome. Yeah, come back, give him some love. Yeah, love it. Great. I love it. Now we're going to try something that's a little departure. This game isn't for everybody. This game is specifically for Pat B and Jim. We're going to go in a little bit of a different direction. We're going to take a suggestion from the chat, and we're going to show you a scene with no words. So basically like a silent scene. And I love that suggestion. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but the only people that you'll see will be Jim and Pat B. And the only people that you will hear will be nobody. And your suggestion is, wait a minute, I forgot it already. English teacher. Your suggestion is English teacher. Scene! Amazing. Amazing. Give them to some love. Pat B and Jim. So nice. I love the spread of kindness. I love the spread of love. That was amazing. So great. We knew what was happening, right? We kind of knew. We had a story that played in our head. Your story might have been a little bit different than mine, but that's what makes this thing so lovely. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is great. Great. So we're going to play our next game. Our next game is a game called Forward Reverse. And for Forward Reverse, I'm going to ask Lynn and Jennifer to jump in. The way Forward Reverse works is I'm going to be in the scene. You won't see me, but you'll still hear me. These two fine people are going to start a scene, and every once in a while, I'm going to mess with it. I'm going to say reverse, or I'm going to say forward. If I say reverse, the person who just spoke is going to repeat the last thing that they said, and the scene is going to start going backwards. If they can do it by doing the words backwards, great, but I don't expect that. I couldn't do that. I just love it if the thing that they said, they repeat, and then the thing before that, and so on. But I'm totally in control of this, so let's just see what happens. I would love to get a suggestion from here. Let's see. I'm going to take the suggestion of confused art curator. Confused art curator. That's a lot. So take a second with that. Confused art curator. You're going to begin your scene and just be listening because I'm going to be saying either reverse or forward.
I don't like the infestation here. I don't like it.
I understand, but you have to be careful of that painting.
I know it's an impeccable work of art, but
you cannot get anything on that painting.
they're crawling on it. They're crawling on her face. Her
reverse.
People, they're crawling on her face.
Forward.
Well, it doesn't matter. You know, you cannot smash a bug on there. That'll be so much restoration. It's ridiculous. Just stop it.
But wait, this could be interesting, actually. I see the fly that I crushed here on the Mona Lisa's perfect smile. I think it's added a little je ne sais quoi.
Reverse.
I think it's added a little je ne sais quoi.
Forward.
I think you know what? You know what it's added? It's added a huge insurance cost right there.
I mean,
reverse.
You know what it's added? It's added a big insurance cost right there.
Forward.
I know, but it's also added verve and pizzazz.
Verve and pizzazz. That's not what I would call it. Miss Ingram, you better figure out how to get that fly off of there.
I mean, am I allowed to touch the painting?
No.
Reverse.
Am I allowed to touch the painting?
Miss Ingram, you better get that fly off of there.
There's a 3.
You know, that's going to add a huge insurance cost.
Forward.
Oh, God. I think I smeared something. I shouldn't have eaten those Cheetos for lunch. There's Cheeto dust now on the Mona Lisa.
Miss Ingram, step away from the painting. I'll get some other help. Obviously, you're making the situation worse.
Please help me, Josie. Please help.
Yeah, I'm going to get help. Miss Ingram, would you report to HR?
Am I going to be fired?
Yes.
Reverse.
Yes.
I'm going to be fired.
Forward.
Would you please?
I'm fired.
Indeed. Just get yourself over to HR now.
Scene. How do you get fired multiple times from a job? You do it with forward reverse. Yay!
Hey.
Terrific. Love it, love it, love it, love it. We're in charge of time. We make time, so, you know, we do what we want. Love it. Great. We're going to play a group game for you, so I'm glad everybody's here because we'll all get a chance to jump in and do our thing. Just remember, players, if you're muted, and thank you, just unmute yourself if you want to jump in. We're going to play a line game for you that's called 185. 185 is near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. We're going to give it a slightly kinder, gentler twist to it by saying that the joke format is going to be 185 blanks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And then the suggestion says punchline. So I'm going to give one so that we can get this started, but I'd love you folks that are watching online to start putting some ideas in the chat for us. We love when they are nouns, specifically occupations are always lovely. So I might be able to find an occupation in here in the chat. Oh, I do. There are lovely ones in here. I am going to go with the suggestion of the honest used car salesman.
185 used car salesmen walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the 185 used car salesmen said, "Hey, we aren't here anyway. We don't exist."
185 honest used car salesmen go into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the used car salesman said, "Oh, it's too bad because we're really tired."
Oh, see what you did there.
185 used car salesmen walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We can't serve you. You're closed." And the 185 honest used car salesmen say, "Well, you're trumped."
Oh.
185 honest used car salesmen walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the 185 honest used car salesmen say, "Yes, you're closed."
185
honest used car salesmen walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And then the 185 honest used car salesmen said, "Oh, we ought to go somewhere else."
Oh.
Jennifer.
Oh, great. I'm going to get another suggestion. This next suggestion is toasters. Let's take toasters.
185 toasters walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." Toasters say, "Oh, pop that."
185 toasters walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We're closed." The toasters say, "Now we feel crummy."
185 toasters walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." The toasters say, "Do we smell something burning?"
185 toasters walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, we're closed." Toasters say, "We were just here for the plug."
185 toasters walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We're closed." And 185 toasters said, "Why? Don't you take burnt offerings?"
185 toasters walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." The toasters say, "We got plenty of bread."
5 toasters walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." The toasters say, "Oh, you're not working either?"
I see what you did.
185 toasters walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." They're like, "I guess we'll just go take a bath."
185 toasters walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." The toasters say, "I guess you're done, but don't stick a fork in it."
185 toasters walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the toasters say, "Well, we'll have to do this with an empty hand. Here's to you."
Great. Can we end on a new suggestion? How about the suggestion ophthalmologists? Because somebody put that into the chat. Ophthalmologists.
Okay, that's a good one.
185 ophthalmologists go into a bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." And the ophthalmologists say, "I see."
185 ophthalmologists walk into the bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." The ophthalmologists say, "I'll be back."
I'll be back.
Oh.
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." It's like, "Oh, it's right here on the sign. Sorry, we're closed. We'll see you next time. Made in China. Copyright 19."
Yeah.
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We're closed." The ophthalmologist says, "Oh, I can't see my way to the door."
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar. The bartender says we're closed. Ophthalmologists say, "I can see that. What's your point?"
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." The ophthalmologists say, "We just want to take a minute and check out your glasses."
Right.
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And then the 185 ophthalmologists say, "Your cataract surgery should be better by now."
I love it. That's 185.
Oh.
Yay. Give yourself some love. I'm sure the people at home are giving you love as well. Great. So for the next game, we're going to pair down. So do me a favor and turn your cameras off again, lovely people. The next game we're going to play is a game called Reword Repeat. And Reword Repeat is for Jim and Lisa. Lisa's already here. Thanks. Jim's coming. Awesome. And in this one, this is another one that I'm going to be sort of messing with a little bit behind the scenes. You won't see my face, but you'll hear my voice. As these two lovely humans start doing a scene, they're going to hear my voice, and they're going to follow the instruction of either repeat or reword. So as this scene continues, each time a person speaks, I'll instruct the person who's about to speak if they should repeat the last thing that they heard or reword the last thing that they heard. It's quite lovely. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'm going to get a suggestion and we'll start. You'll see how lovely it is. I love the suggestion of allergic people. Allergic people is a terrific suggestion, as all of them are. I'm going to go away, but you'll still hear my voice in the background. Begin.
It's really scary out here.
Repeat.
Really scary out here. I think it's the pollen season.
Repeat.
I think it's the pollen season. I brought my Claritin if you need some.
Reword.
Do you have that medication that would help me with my allergies? You got it. Yes. You were the most thoughtful roommate I could have possibly ever found on Craigslist.
Reword.
I'm the most, what was it? Something roommate? It was a really nice word. That
You were the most thoughtful roommate I could possibly have ever found on Craigslist. I'll say it again.
Yeah, I can't think of it. That thing that was really nice praise about me. It was really kind.
Repeat.
You're thinking about the really nice, kind phrase that I said about you. You can't really remember it, but it was kind. I love your forgetfulness. It's so adorable.
Repeat.
You love my forgetfulness. It's adorable.
Scene! I just wanted to live in that laughter for a moment. It felt real. I don't know if it was improvised. I don't know if it was real. I don't know anything anymore. I loved it. It was great. More. Great. I love it. All right, now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to play a game called the Headphones Game. And so for the headphones game, I need 4 players. Everybody else can go away, if you would be so kind, and thank you. I need Brian, I need Lee, I need Lisa, and I need Pat B, which I think I might already have all of them during the time that I was saying those words. What's going to happen, though, is 2 of these players, they know who they are going to go away by audio, but not by video. It's not mute. They won't be able to hear. They're going to turn their sound off, right? And then the other 2 players are going to do a scene that the 2 players that have their sound off can see, but not hear. So I'll get a suggestion from you, and the first two will do this scene that the other two folks are watching. So you'll see 4 people on the screen, but only 2 people are in the scene because the other 2 are the watchers. Once that beautiful, amazing scene is over, the folks that have their sound turned off will get this signal from me, and then they're going to turn their sound back on. And just having seen this by taking in the listening through their eyes, they are going to be able to repeat this beautiful, lovely scene, word for word, action for action, each heartfelt gesture after the next. I'm super confident that this is going to work exactly that way. So we see that Brian and Pat B are going to be our watchers, and so they shouldn't be able to hear me. They just see me like talking, but they can't hear my words. But just in case, we'll give them another couple seconds to go ahead and turn their sound off. Great. Now, let's take a look in the chat, because there's all kinds of lovely things in here I'd like to use. Oh, I definitely want to use the suggestion of disco lights, but before you take that, I also want to use... Hang on, I saw something up here I wanted. Retired. So that's a word from somebody else's suggestion. So retired and disco lights. We'll see a lovely scene about retired and disco lights. Ready? Go.
Susie, you know, back in the day, you were the disco queen. You were the disco queen, and you know what? I was your king.
Yep. Vinny, you were the one man who could sweep me off my feet.
Oh, my
Ouch. Oh.
I remember sweeping. I swept you off your feet with a broom. I remember let's do the John Travolta thing. Yeah, I can't remember it either. But when I saw you across the floor, I just saw you. I looked at you and I said, "That's my queen." Wait a minute. I found the trophy you won. Take this trophy.
Vinny, you kept it. You kept this trophy. Oh,
I secretly polish it every night. I polish, I rub it, I kiss it.
I'm gonna do that too.
Oh, I want to kiss you.
I want to kiss you. Ooh.
Scene! I love it. I love it. All right, so Pat B and Brian are turning their audio back on. Yeah, you can come back on, give these guys some love. That was terrific. I love it. Give them a chance to get their audio functioning. And Brian and Patrick, will you please just give me a thumbs up that you can hear and see and everything's good? Awesome. Okay, we got 2 thumbs up. Great. So all the rest of us are going to go away. What you're about to witness is that same exact scene, action for action, motion for motion, loveliness for loveliness.
Hey, I don't think I can go out tonight. I think I've got a kidney stone.
Kidney stone? We've been waiting all week to go out dancing.
I know. I'm sorry. It really hurts.
Maybe if you just tried to loosen up a little bit.
Let me try. Oh, yeah. Oh. Ow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh. I've been looking forward to this for so long.
You know, if you could just move a little more,
Okay, I'll try.
I'll get you on video.
Okay. You know, I can always smile when I'm on video.
There you go.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ah,
You know I love you, baby.
I love you too. Oh,
If you can't dance, that's okay with me.
I'll try, but oh.
Just come in and show me some love.
Okay.
Both scenes ended with love. I love it. Give everybody some love for that. Oh, share love, spread the love. Oh, that's great. Oh, so happy right now. This is terrific. I love everyone. But we have to keep going. We have to keep this. The show must go on. So as lovely as that was, take that into your heart. Take that into your brain heart, where you're thinking about it and it's affecting you. And we're going to move on to our next scene. So we're going to go back to another scene with no words. That'll be quite lovely. For this, I'd love if Pat C. and Jennifer did a no word scene for us again. And I'm going to get a suggestion. This one is the suggestion. Oh, I love Mambo Instructor. So take Mambo Instructor. And I also see, so I want to try and use as many of these as possible. Therapist. So whatever that combination of things does for you, the rest of us will all be going away momentarily. And you get some suggestions. And we won't hear any words. I love it. You can't get more intense than intense dancing. I love intense dancing. That was terrific. Give these guys some love. So much love to go around. Woo! Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. We're getting near the end, guys. We are getting near the end. I know, but we're getting near the end. I do, though, want to revisit Ding because I love it. Could I see Ding with two different people, though? This time, I'd love if I could see Ding with Pat B and Lee. And remember, this is the game where I'll ring the bell and change the last thing that you said or did, if you would be so very kind. And your suggestion for Ding is, how about used goat salesman? I haven't used that one yet. That needs to come to light. Used goat salesman. Used goat salesman. I said it in the right order.
Hey, you look like a man. You look like a man who could use a goat. I could see that.
How's this goat at making goat cheese?
Oh, this is the cheesiest goat we've ever had. This goat over here, this is the goat. This goat won the 4-H and the 3M and the 2B competition for cheese. This goat over here, this goat went to cheese making school in France, goat cheese school in France. It's a French goat. This goat over here, you don't want this goat. This is not your goat. That's your goat. You want that goat. That goat has less mileage. That's the goat.
That's the one with the black and the white on top.
Well,
That's the one with the 3 legs. That's the one. that walks on its hind legs.
Yes, yes, it spent a little bit of time as a bartender, but it walks on its hind legs, which saves a lot of wear and tear on your pasture, right? That's only half the wear and tear, number one. And number two, he can, he can eat at the kitchen table.
This is incredible. Bartending goat. I'm excited.
Well, it is incredible. Bartending, I normally would have to charge you extra for the bartending goat, but I can let him go for today only. Special. Are you ready to buy? That's the question. Can you buy?
How much is the bartending goat going for?
We will never find out because you don't ding when there's a bartending goat. You don't ring a bell. There's a line that you don't cross. That was amazing. Give these guys some love too. Lots of love going around. I love it. Great. So we are at the end of our show. We're sad to see you go. We're going to do one more line game, and then we're just going to go around the room, and everybody's just going to share one thing about themselves as an ode of thank you for watching our show and a sense of love out to the world. Because once it goes all the way around the world, it comes back. We get it again. This game is called Small Town Lawyer. I'm pretty sure that I learned this in St. Louis or something to do with St. Louis. I hope that's right. That's where I'm going to give the credit to. But love to all the things that I've learned in all the places that I've learned them, especially this weekend. I had a terrific time. The way Small Town Lawyer works is we're going to get suggestions in the chat, and then each of the players is going to adopt the personality of this small town lawyer, and they're going to approach either the judge or the jury or the people in the courtroom or whatever. They're going to address somebody, and they're going to use your suggestion in creating some humor for you. So let's see if there's some suggestions that we can get going. I see. Yes, it is a St. Louis. I did get it from St. Louis. Sorry. I don't know if we can do. I don't know if we can do that. Hang on, I have to keep looking. Oh, how about masseuse? Masseuse, a person who massages, or a masseuse. So it would be. I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer. What you got?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer, but I'm telling you, I can cut the tension with a knife in here.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer, but y'all need to wake up and stop being so relaxed.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer, and this story may mean something to you, but I tell you, there's a rub.
Ah,
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer, but that other lawyer's rubbing me the wrong way.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I just may be a small town, masseuse lawyer, but this is a very oily and naughty case.
now, Your Honor, I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer, but this is hands down a travesty of justice.
Yes. Love it.
I may just be a small.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer, but I'm throwing the towel in on this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer, but free chair massage over here.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I may just be a small town masseuse lawyer, but I think we can reach a happy ending.
All right, I'm going to give you one more suggestion. How about astronaut or astronauts? However you want to, I don't know if it's better plural or singular. I guess astronaut, singular, astronaut.
Your Honor, I just may be a small town astronaut lawyer, but this case has no weight.
Oh.
Your Honor, I may just be a small town astronaut lawyer, but the defense has gone completely off their trajectory and is not going to make it back to Earth.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I may just be a small town astronaut lawyer, but I think if you find the defendant innocent, you will be taking one giant leap for mankind.
Your Honor, I may be just a small town astronaut lawyer, but I think it's time for you to change your diaper.
Oh.
Oh.
Your Honor, I may be just a small town astronaut lawyer, but this trial's been going on forever. Did we ever get to the splashdown or what?
Oh.
Your Honor, I just may be a small town astronaut lawyer, but my client's got a problem.
Oh.
Your Honor, although I may just be a small town astronaut lawyer, and my client may be an illegal alien, I still keep him and study him.
Yeah.
Great. Hey, you know what? That's Small Town Lawyer. That's our last game. I never wanted to end. I had such a good time. I'm Rick Horner. I live just outside of Philadelphia. We're just going to do this popcorn style because that's improv. Somebody's going to go next, then somebody else, then somebody else. I love this. Who wants it?
I'm Bob Campbell. I'm from Chippewa Lake, Ohio, and I just may be a small town lawyer.
I'm Lisa Vana. I know Bob Campbell. He's actually really a small town lawyer.
That's awesome.
I'm Lee Schein. I'm in Bonita Springs, Florida, and much loveliness to Rick Horner for spending all the time with us this weekend. He is no small town improviser.
I am Jim Readey. I was once a small city lawyer, but I heard the money was in yoga, so I'm a yoga teacher now. And, thank you to Rick Horner and everybody else in this wonderful, wonderful crew.
I'm Lynn Grasberg. I'm from Littleton, Colorado, and this group is hilarious. I just enjoy you all.
I'm Francine Wolf. I'm from Largo, Florida, and I'm a small town actor, and I've had a lot of fun. Thank you, Rick and the group.
I'm Jennifer. I'm from Connecticut, currently in Rhode Island, and I play a small town lawyer on TV.
I'm Pat Caporuscio from Detroit, Michigan, and I love working with all you guys and Rick. It was a fabulous experience.
Yeah.
I'm Brian Johnson. I'm living in Durham, North Carolina. I grew up in a small town in Oklahoma, though, if that counts.
Mm-hmm. Great.
I'm Patrick Bruckart from Richmond, Virginia. I am a small town paralegal. True story. I'm grateful to everyone here. Thank you.
Yeah. I think we got everybody. Did everybody get a chance to say like a thing? That's lovely. Guys, this is so amazing. This is a group of people that just met a couple days ago, and we already have love for each other, and we had such a good time, and we got to make up stuff. What a world. We want to say good night to all of you, but before we do, big, huge thanks and a huge shout out to the Vintage Improv Festival for making this first virtual festival so lovely and shared everywhere. All these people are from everywhere. I love this.
Yes.
I wouldn't have met you on a regular day. Thanks to Mickey Manting, who has been at the helm for the whole thing. Everything was wonderful, and we're going to go for now, but who knows? You might see us again sometime. Thanks. Good night.
Good night.